This time of year always carries a certain momentum, doesn't it? Graduation gowns, farewell speeches, white coat ceremonies, and goodbye emails. There are the new beginnings. It is certainly a season of transition, and in healthcare, it often means more than just a new job or a new title. It can feel like closing one version of yourself and standing at the edge of something completely unknown. Hi there, I'm Dr. Santina or Tina Wheat. I'm a family medicine physician, an educator, and also a career and life coach. I help healthcare workers conquer their chaos and get to calm. And today, I want to talk about what we often miss in these moments. Not just what's next, but the things that we carry with us. It feels like not that long ago, but it was truly 15 years ago. I walked across two separate stages to receive one degree for medicine and one degree for public health. I remember the pride. I remember the excitement, the feeling that all of my hard work was finally coming together. I had made it. I was a physician. But I also remember the weight of the unknown, the undeniable pressure, and the continuing question in my brain of, what now? And just recently, I found myself back in a familiar setting, sitting in the stands, watching my nephew graduate from high school, sitting next to my sister. As I listened to all of the speeches of the day, I noticed something. They focused a lot on the future. They focused on what's next. They focused on the possibility that these young graduates had. All of this makes sense, of course, but I also kept thinking, transitions aren't just about what is ahead, they are also about what we carry with us. There is that quiet growth, the resilience that we don't always talk about. There are the parts of our journey only we fully understand. If you are a healthcare professional, you are probably really good at powering through. We have been taught that that is what you need to do to succeed. You have been trained to be efficient. You have been trained to keep moving, to have one milestone, and then the next, and then the next. But here is what gets lost when we don't take the time to slow down. We forget what we've actually lived through. Sometimes we've chosen to forget, but sometimes we do it unwillingly. And we lose sight of the many things that we have overcome, the many things that we have outgrown. We lose sight of what still deeply matters to us. Now, it's important to note that reflection is not self-indulgent. It is not a waste of time. It is how we make meaning. It is how we reclaim our story and how we reconnect with our purpose. In my coaching work, I talk to healthcare professionals who were at all kinds of crossroads. They are thinking about changing their jobs. They are thinking about stepping back from leadership. They're considering even leaving clinical work or just trying to figure out how to make their role fit into their life, not the other way around. And almost every time they come up with the same question: what do I do next? And don't get me wrong, this is a really good question, and it's one that we all have to answer for ourselves. It is, however, not where we need to start. We need to start by looking back. We need to explore questions like, what moments shaped you the most? When did you feel most alive in your work? What have you quietly tolerated for far too long? Where did your values show up? And where did they get steamrolled? That is where the clarity starts to emerge. Not from a job board or from a pros and cons list, but it starts from your own story. So what if this season, whatever it looks like for you, is not just about change? What if this season is actually about embracing the transformation? Maybe today you are not walking across a literal stage. But maybe you are standing at a threshold. And if that is the case, I want you to hear this. You get to be both the celebrant and also the narrator of your own journey. You have grown, you have endured, and you have undoubtedly learned things the hard way. And maybe, just maybe, you are ready to evolve again. And the important thing is, you do not have to do it alone. If any of that resonates with you, it is important to know that you are not alone. And you don't have to take this journey all by yourself. You don't have to figure it out all by yourself. As a coach, I work with healthcare professionals who are ready to pause, who are ready to take stock, and who are ready to move forward with purpose, not just with pressure. And sometimes this transformation does not mean changing their job. Sometimes that transformation means redefining success. Sometimes it means reclaiming your boundaries. Sometimes it's finally saying, I'm not okay, when you've been saying, I'm fine this entire time, and you realize that you are ready for something different. Whatever the case, we make space for honest answers and realignment. So if you are in a season of change, whether it is exciting, whether it's overdue, uncertain, or all of the above, whether it's internal or external, this is your invitation. Let's reflect together. Let's reconnect with what matters to you. And let's build a plan that supports your well-being, not just your resume. You do not have to have it all figured out. You just have a start. If you don't make change, nothing changes. If this sounds good, you can learn more about working with me one-on-one in the link in the description. This season, it doesn't just have to be a transition. It can be a transformation for you, a transformation for your team, a transformation that allows you to shape what comes next. If you know someone else who might also benefit from this video, I hope you will share it with them. And if this resonated with you, then I hope you will like the video and subscribe so that you're notified every time another one comes out. Thanks for watching, and let's conquer all of your chaos and get to